All right, back real quick in this video. Don't want to make this too long, but I feel like this is an important topic to touch on. Want to speak very quick about the videos that I put up with respect to sightseeing when you are in Istanbul. Like I said, just recapping very quick. When I went to Istanbul in August, I felt like I came up a little short as far as my time over there. I was over there for a limited amount of time, obviously, but I spent a good amount of money to get a flight over there, and a hell of a lot of time sitting down on the airplane to get over there. So with that being said, now that I look back on it, I wish I would have took a little better advantage of that time and money spent, and did a little more than just get a hair transplant, since I was all the way over there. So that's how the topic came up. Not trying to tell people what to do, but I just recommend maybe trying to be just trying to think a little differently about your trip to Turkey. Obviously, you want to keep the main thing, and focus on the business that you're going to take care of over there. But you're all the way over there, man. Like I said, you're spending the time, you're spending the money to get over there. It might be worth it just to try something different since you're that far away. But if you do try it, I gave up the tips or the strategies that I used to get around when I was over there. If you like that, use it. More power to you. I hope it worked for you. But I know that there are 1,001 ways to do something like that. So if you have another idea, then that's cool too. But just wanted to share my experience and share what worked for me. If you saw a video clip that I put up, it lasted I think about 40 seconds. That had to do with me sightseeing in Sultanahmet Square over in Turkey. If you saw that video as I was filming the area around me there, when I was standing outside the mosque, there was a guy in a white shirt standing behind me. That was the taxi that I was speaking about. Real cool dude. Like I said, he was nice enough to go out of his way and show me some things and accompany me. And he got paid too. It wasn't like it was just all a 100% favor on his behalf. But like I said, he was still a nice guy in the entire process. So I thought that was pretty cool. And speaking on that process, I guess it's worth bringing up. In the last video, somebody commented on the video that I put up about that little experience with the taxi, and they said, "Well, I hope you tipped that guy." And I, responded and told him, "Man, after all he did for me, of course I tipped the dude." I didn't even talk about tips in the last video because I just took for granted that, what was already understood didn't need to be said. But I guess it was kind of good that the bro that commented on that did comment on it, because it made me think about it a little different. Like I said, it was kind of obvious to me, but we all think differently. We're all not the same. So, just in case that didn't occur to somebody, then yeah, you definitely want to tip somebody, man, if you're going to use that strategy and have them go all out like that. Like I said, I think most people already understand that. But the reason I wanted to segue into the tips, because this is something that happened to me, and it might be something you want to take into account. When I was staying at the Hotel Gonin, there was a room service at that hotel. Room service that I used about 3 or 4 times while I was there. And I remember as the bellboys would come up to my room, I guess that's what you call them, or the people who were coming up to my room and they were bringing the food up there, I kept wanting to give them a tip, and I was paying with a credit card. So I kept saying, put the tip on the credit card. And they were saying, well, we're not allowed to take tips. And I'm like, what you mean y'all can't take tips? And they're like, yeah, they don't allow us to take tips. So, I'm like, well, just put it on the card anyway, and he like, well, we can't put it on the card because if we do, then, the hotel is just going to take it. They're not going to slide it to us. So if you put this tip on the card, you're just paying extra for your meal, basically. So I felt kind of bad at the moment because I didn't have any cash on me. We spoke about that in previous videos, how I didn't want to be over there with a lot of cash on me. But I didn't have any cash on me, so I couldn't tip the guy because, like I said, he couldn't take my tip on the credit card. I wanted to slide him something under the table for his own pocket, but I couldn't do that. So eventually I went and got some Turkish lira out of one of the machines over there and was able to tip those guys before I got out of there. I had promised them that, I would get some cash and look out for them before I left. And I did that. But that's just something to take into account. You're using these people's services over there, and obviously you want to take care of people. You want to tip them. They're working in the service sector, but at least at Hotel Gonin, I don't know, about other experiences, but at least at that one, those boys weren't allowed to take any tips on your card. So again, if you're a person that's going without any cash and you're just doing a credit card thing, that's something to take into account. You might just want to snatch a few lira out the ATM, and then that way, you can throw some people out when necessary. And even going back to the story about the guy who I was in the taxi with, he had like a little, what they call those things, man? He had the machine where they can take your credit card. So when he got done dropping me off at the hotel after he had spent, that time with me, I went to slide my card and try to pay him and also put the tip on there. And his credit card machine didn't work. I don't know what happened there. So fortunately enough for him, by that time I did have some Turkish lira on me. That was my last day there. And, I was able to still pay him and then throw him a little tip on top of that. But I ended up just giving him, pretty much what I had left in my pocket. Tip was decent, but he kind of lost out. He could have got a much better tip had his machine been working and been able to take my card in the moment. So yeah, that's just something to take into account, man. Like I said, I didn't think about it when I was there, and there were moments when I was kind of in a bind and wanted some cash. So yeah, like I said, just a heads up for you on that. So let me chop this video right here. I feel like this video is already getting long enough. I'm gonna chop it, come right back, and then I want to talk about one last thing with respect to moving around and sightseeing while you're in Turkey. Peace.